W's in the chat. W's in the chat, guys. We're about to do a live podcast, so you guys are gonna get in behind the scenes. What the hell? In behind the scenes. Welcome. Should we go live on Twitch as well? Guys, I'll be premiering on the dating stories. Matter of fact. Let me even share it. Let me share it on my feed, guys.
Yeah, I think I have one SD card which has your photos there.
There's an SD card that I'm looking for. I can't find your angle of the podcast we did in
Side camera.
Yeah, the side camera. There was two angles. There was mine. I only have my angle. W's in the chat. Put below where you're from. Barack Obama.
The one have here. Just going to see.
Huh? Things 50 years old still trapping. One longer, man. Guys, let me know if you heard Keycloak's new album. It's crazy. Just kills it. The dating stories. Guys, I got a big podcast appearance tonight. You guys are gonna watch. Let me know where you guys are from. Put a W in the chat. I'm just seeing how I look on camera. Alright. Dad, let's go. W's in the chat. Comment where you're from. Put it in below. We're about to do a live podcast. My phone's about to die. Let me charge. Does anyone here know DDG? Put it in the comments if you know DDG. Hey, Dad.
It is my what do you call it?
What are you saying?
Yeah, I thought you had to use mine.
Let me charge the laptop as well. Let's do a test. Okay, I'll do a test. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're about to do a live podcast on YouTube Live at the same time. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We are doing a camera test. Father and son conversations. Do you spend time with your dad? This is Sujil Rabasha, Global Phenomenon. Hey, Dad. Welcome back to have another conversation. Are you ready? Of course I'm ready, son. Yes, I'm ready. Let's go. Why can't I see anything out of this camera? What you doing, man? What's your problem, bro? Okay, should we ready to go? Let me hear it. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're good to go. Guys, there's no greater feeling when you just achieve what you set out to achieve. It is dope. You're sure it wasn't you? Still have a bit jet lag. Yeah, but yeah, life has continued to move on. All right, we're about to go live, guys. Ready when you are. What's up, guys? We're back. Thank you. Guys, this is part of a live stream. You got to hold in the behind the scenes. How's your camera?
Yeah, it's good. Can you make it bit just not see my legs?
But when he's editing, maybe you can do that. Welcome back to the Rabasha Family Podcast. Now, here in Australia and some other parts of the world, it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to wherever you're watching this. Obviously, this won't be released exactly on Mother's Day, but this is a Mother's Day special that we want to give out to you guys. And the basis of this platform is family, the Rabasha Family Podcast. And so now we're here for another conversation, back at it with Dad and Dizay Rabasha. We've just returned from Kenya. Right now, as we speak, we have been on a popular show in Kenya named Daily Stories. So that was a great, press release I believe we had here to say, how can we continue to build our brand and put our name out? I spoke with my dad and we went for it, and a couple of other podcasts to keep spreading that family brand out there, So it's always great to come back and just talk about the real things that we go through in our daily lives. So thank you, Dad, for coming back on the show.
Yeah, thank you, Sujira. Yeah, we are happy. We just come back from home, Kenya and Rwanda. It was a good journey. We went to celebrate Nyanji, my wife's 6th birthday.
Wait, let me put my phone on. Do not disturb.
Yeah, we really had an amazing time there. Masai Mara National Park, it's good experience to be in nature. It's a huge experience there to be. It was my first time to be there, but it's a place where it's worthwhile somebody had to go to visit. It's another world there. It's a life story there. You have to go to visit it. And the other things we enjoy everything there. Now we come back to reality, to go back to work, and life keep going on. See, that is the best way. It's what we do, and we are keep growing, keep getting better. And this platform on social media, so we keep chasing the numbers, keep chasing followers, keep trying to bring content every time as we can, and that is the life now we are in.
I was watching the interview, Americans still talking about this thing, live streaming, which is going live like we're on YouTube. And then they were saying, what's the average lifespan? So, for example, they say in podcasting, the average time it takes people to make money on a podcast is 5 years of doing it.
until people start to really see income, a significant amount of income through podcasting. 5 years. And even on things like YouTube, again, yes, of course, you can get there before that 5 years, but it's just a test. What does it say to you in our progress and how far we've come? Like seeing us on that show, seeing you on that show, seeing Mom on the show, seeing the things that we've been doing here. So we've been doing this, we kept going, we've done it so many times, then an opportunity like that presents itself and, we shine. But it's a testament to our journey. So, like, where do you see us going after, things like that, and where could we do better?
Yeah, keep going, and maybe also I can see we can lack of, and you keep doing it, but the consistency what you're doing, and then you have to be a clear message, consistent, clear message to the audience. See, audience always they want to see some things on a regular basis or a particular time, and be consistent. So if you miss that, and then sometimes you lose the audience. But here we do as we learn, as we work. So it's not something we plan ahead. So we learn as we're working, and I think which is the best way to do it. Yeah, it's a huge industry. It requires a lot of hard working, but we keep doing it until some things come up. Yeah, so the times they measure, also the times depend with all those kind of other things. If you're not consistent, even if 5 years is going to be over, but if you be consistent, your program, your audience, it make life quicker and make life easier. But again, if you start now be exposed to other social media platforms, it's so good. It's so good. You feel good. You feel achieved some things. For me to see me on Dating Story, I was really, really proud of myself. I'm getting better every single day, and I think that's how you do it. Sometimes not even what you get from the podcast or whatever, but also your personal experience, especially for me. Yeah, I'm keeping it better every single day.
Feels amazing. And if I do, reflect on what you said, it's true that consistency of having that show, like I feel that's where we've lacked is, like let's say we're doing the father and son conversations. If we do it every Sunday, people get used to watching, okay, I know they're dropping an episode, I'm going to tap in, Of course, we have so much content and we're uploading every single day, but that's how you lose that little bit of consistency. But also, we're running the business as well, so that has taken definitely a toll on, the consistency of the episodes coming out. But that's what this is for, right? We fail we fail forward. We experiment. I know you're going to say there's nothing that's failed, but there's
yes,
we just go for it and we learn and improve.
That is not a word people keep marketing it. Failing from what? See, that is a marketing word which is not good, which maybe inspire you to think there. They say, oh, Michael Jordan failed 1,000 times, so and so failed. No. That is not inspiring. It's just a process. It's just a process. You keep doing what's supposed to do. Why are you calling failing for what? You say this program, you say this content, the audience doesn't take it, change another content. Why are you calling it failure? No. Change content until you see which one is going to work with people. Everything is how things work. You work, you start, and then you see what. Sometimes you do things within your mind, thinking is better, is good. When you get the audience, no one even want to watch it. It's the same. You can create a product. You did a product. You think that you put on the market there. You found only interested in the whole world, it's you only. Does that work? But it doesn't mean call failure. And then sometimes you can leave it, and then after 3 or 4 years, you find people now, they understand it. Oh, this is so good thing. See, yeah, there's somebody who will show there, everybody come to eat there. And you remember it's everything, it's packaged. It's yourself, your charismatic there. You know, you could present a topic, and no one listened. And you give somebody else same topic, somebody else presented, and wow, goes viral because people, the audience always, they're the one who choose them. So that's why always when you do things, you feel, wow, this is going to be it. You put there the audience mind, their mind different, and you do something else, even you think, oh, maybe this not be good. Maybe, and you try it, and then it works. You know, you go to your people, most people who did all those viral video, they never thought it was going to be viral video. They were thinking something, and then change like that. Yeah, start stopping use that word. It's for your good benefit. Yeah, most people use it, but if you change it, you're still young in this industry. Yeah, I feel energetic, but teach people not to say it because that's how it works then. Because if you feel you lose something, they used to do it for many kids in school. Oh, you did, you feel, but the kids later, when they go outside the world, they perform much better because somebody has told them those kind of things. Yes, I hope I can give you this advice. You keep trying to tell young people, no, this is not the word you should be using there. This is not the way you should be going there. You know, it's so powerful. And it's psychology. It puts people down. Yeah, especially young people. They should not be using it. Especially many coaches, teachers, all those older people having keep putting this word for young people for generation. And it keeps somebody's people's mind. Put some kids losing interest to continue because that's what somebody's telling them. Many talent lose because of those old people who tell the young kid something about like that. But most the one who come out from it, they have the strong mind. They're the one who are passionate, they're the one who would thinking them. But if you're not strong, the middle one, most of them, they lose their passion, they lose what have been going, they lose their consistency because the word like that will be told by old people all the times.
Okay, that's a powerful lesson. So not to use that word.
Yes, there is no point. It is not, yes, people say, oh, if you fail, you wake up. No, don't use it. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, it's a process. Keep doing what you're doing. Why do you stop it? Keep doing what you're doing there. There's one way, the second way is there. Keep working up there. Doing there, it didn't work. There's that direction to go there. It's a process. Yes, everything's a process. You follow process until to the end. Until you catch the audience.
Cool. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is your son announcing news that he's engaged. As a father, how does that feel for you? Or so there's two questions. How does it feel to see your son go through that? Because your children go through life stages, and then what advice would you give me in those shoes?
Yeah, as I say, life is a journey. And that journey, it's been happening for decade and decade. See, you're young, you grow up, the kids, you're a teenager, adult, and at times also you go starting looking, you have a relationship. And it's a journey you start with. And you have to keep following whatever you start with. and it's how you learn from it. And every decision come from you. That is what other things you start. You look. Everything comes from your mind. Who do you want to be? How you want to be successful? Who do you want to be successful with? It's you. It's your journey. But sometimes as parents, we try to be part of your journey, part to think or to choose or to support who do you choose to be with. And that is the major thing. Sometimes it's happening, especially in the communities there. So if you choose some things for you, it's good. You are happy with it, it's good. It's your right. Yes, that is the most important thing there. So, but we've been having issue thinking as a parents or this and this, but that is each individual. But you have to be you yourself. I was in the show there when I was telling people how most people, young people, when they go to date, they have to bring friends. They have to bring friends to ask to see, oh, this person is good for me, or this person is right for me. Most people sometimes like to do that. But again, it's a different ways. So people meet, everything's with you.
Yeah, but they're
Every
talking about
responsibilities with you.
but they're talking about security. Like, oh, we have to feel safe that it's, because the woman, you don't know who you're meeting.
Yes, that is what they in their mind. So it works, maybe it doesn't work, no one knows. But it's people's mind.
But you didn't like it.
It's not about liking it, it's everybody's mind. People think that is the best way. And sometimes it could be the best way. If you don't have that, if you are if you're not 100%, it's good to ask. Yeah, it's good. Can you check for me this?
So
It's good
so
to ask.
we go with come with me to, or do you mean look at his profile? Like, oh, but back then there was no social media, so you can look at their profile. So it's basically you're saying that that's okay. Come and ask, or like if I'm not sure, I've met this guy. Da, da, da.
Yeah,
Okay, come with
come check if it's right for me
Okay.
or something like that. It is like a support.
So it's cool then.
Yes, some point is good. Some point somebody could choose or make a decision for you. So you see, everything's just you. Somebody can tell you, no, this is not good. And then later, how your heart is telling you. Yeah. So, and if you support your friends, you understand her personality, she understands you well, and then you can listen to her. You see, and another thing also is keep saying people, or marriage failed, or relation failed. What kind of failing we are talking about? If you've been with her 2 months and you don't continue together, nothing's failed. That is 2 months together. Move on to the next level.
You know what I also feel like, I think about that, right? Like you break up with your partner. If I was to break up with my partner today, there's no such thing as a loss for me. There's no loss. It's life happens. You move on. Like I can't fail. I can never lose. It's impossible for me to lose.
Yes.
I'm blessed either way. And we blessed each other. That time period we have was the best time that we had. I hope that I improved your life or I added value to your life those 2 years, those 10 years, those 40 years, those 2 months.
Yes.
And what was I-
People measure their relationship according to the religions.
No.
So what the religions are told them is filled how the period of relation should be. So those are things it's in the people's mind. And experience of life, people have been going through those, it doesn't work, and then you look, they move on. See, there are people who engage and they engage breakup. There are people who get married, the marriage end. There are people who start a relationship and so all those scenarios, they have been there for generation to generation. And people, they go to pass through it every single day. But when you look, The people go through it, they continue better life. The people change partners and they become better. But the time they were changing, they're thinking, oh, it's the end of the world. How people they go to say, how are you thinking then? And then later, life have moved on even much better. Life doesn't stop. This life you can see, it doesn't care if you're with Letizia now or no. It doesn't care if I'm mom or no, whoever, it doesn't care. Life keeps moving. Life doesn't care about who the relationship is on or on. No. Your stomach doesn't care if you have a girlfriend or no. The next day you have to look like. That is how it works. Everything's breaking up, stopping up, starting up. Life doesn't care. The world doesn't care. Kenya will not care if you break up or no with Letizia. Kenya will continue. That's how life is. People go through these things over and over and over and over. But when they see one thing there, it's the chaos mind. See, this is the changing of mind. Mind is so powerful. Mind keep thinking. You can chase something, charge something, and if it's you have to say, thank God. Thank myself. Then move on to the next stage. And the next stage you keep going there. People lose relationship and then they lose jobs and they lose their livelihood and they lose everything there. See, sometimes it's how it is because weak mind. Always we have different minds. Weak minds, when they lose love, they lose everything. But strong mind, when they lose, they don't care. They go for the next one. Always the weak one is always we have problem. You see, you can weak be following up. You can weak to follow other your friends, teenagers. And if you follow the weak one, you are gone. It's the same. You can follow the weak part. This player used to play, he's Australian, who's the goalkeeper?
Mark Bosnich.
Mark Bosnich. He was best goalkeeper. But what happened? The life turned on, he was a professional making a huge man. But look, he has moved on? Yes. His life has changed? Yes. He learned from it? Yes. And that's how it is there. You lose that position because of whenever you go there, but that position, there's somebody else who's there, who won't at it, who's serious to have that position. And then you recover it, you go something there. So all those things go every day. Don't fight with people because they are taught. Don't get angry because the people they are taught. Never. People, they have different thought with you. Respect them. Take your thought there. Don't get conflict with anyone. That's the best life you should learn. Don't get conflict with your relative, your mothers, your fathers, your brothers, because if you are taught. People say, oh, family fight. Family don't fight. They are taught. They bring conflict. If you learn to allow somebody's thought and you respect them, you believe in peace. Yes. Respect somebody's thought. Tolerate it. Say, wow, that's how we think, that's what it is there. That is only the way to do it. You know? You're not a politician. You see, like the politician here. Australia is the best country where they know how to punish a politician.
What do you mean?
If you don't listen to them, Australia, they don't go on a strike or politician deal, something like that. No. You're not good. They wait for the time for voting. They don't vote you. See?
So do you believe democracy really works?
Australia works. There's no other places works.
No other place works.
Yes,
Australia works.
Australia works. It's been happened twice in my eyes. I saw it.
So what do you mean? Like someone's not fulfilling their promises in?
Yes. There is a Premier Minister.
So who won the recent election?
Albanese.
He won again.
Yeah. So when we came, it was John Howard. He was Prime Minister for the longest time in Australia. He was there like 15 years. He was powerful.
15 years.
That's
Prime
13
Minister?
years of Prime Minister. He win like how many?
So he was just winning the election?
Yes, election. So the last election, people they were saying, "Lee, you did good work, man. Can you resign, giving the other guy to take over?"
Really?
Yes. He said, "No,
I want to run.
I want to run." He said, "No, I want to run." They said, "Look, give." I think deputy was Peter Costello. They've been working for long time. He refused to give him, and it was the last election. They said, "Give to him. People need change." He said, "No, we want to be like those African dictators." And he went to election. In his constitution, he never get vote. He was voted out by a young politician. She was like a media. You Google it, you found it, and she beat him. See, your own people, if they tell you Australia, come out, he refused. They didn't vote him, and he have in that city maybe like 30 years as
He
as MP.
He knows all of them.
Yes, but people, they voted him down. That's the only way I see experience in Australia. People, they say, "Okay, we teach you a lesson in the voting time." 3 years is not long. They go to show you something there.
So they'll just wait patiently.
Yeah, it's the same. The opposition leader, he was there. He wanted to run to be Prime Minister, but he couldn't be able to win in his constitution. So even if his party could have won, he could not have won because, and that's how it works here. There's no other place they punish politicians, especially member of parliament. And that is why it works, because member of parliament, they're where they meet the people, because the people, they're the one who go to vote you to be member of parliament. If they don't vote you, you can't think there. So we stand up there to go to politics, but it's thinking there, learn not to fight with other people's thought. That's going to be first lesson is going to make your life is continue to be there. It could be the business, it could be anywhere, it could be anything there. Those thoughts distract you. Those thoughts distract the business. It brings you anger, it boils in your mind. So your health, if you want to have health, always be free. Always be enjoying to how what life is there. Listen, somebody think why this person telling me this. And then you work from there. You do think there. You don't be angry with any person in this world. If I told you your mind is God, you have to believe in self. You have to know I should not have anger with anyone. I should not have an issue with anyone. You go to have a deal, somebody go to say that you want somebody to sign, and then 1 minute somebody look at you here to say, "No, I'll not give you the deal." What do? You get angry. Few minutes you feel bad, and then you go back, you think, "No, there's another deal is going to come." Keeping grudge is the most sin for yourself. Grudge is a sin. People think sin, you be having an affair with anything. No, that's not the sin. The sin is the grudge you have in yourself. The sin, it's some things you want to achieve, you can't achieve it because of your behavior, because of other people thought, and you've been distracted not to achieving it. That you're sinning. Not the moral things people think they do think people sin for. No. Everything will be working out. Everything's going to be working out. There's two ways. Working out to have a good relationship. Working out to let the relationship go. Both of that result for life. See, when people get separated, they think that everybody goes with anger, everybody goes with hatred, and they have kids to share, they have assets to share, they have everything to share. Now somebody want to take everything. Somebody want to take this. I'm not giving you this. I'm not giving you this. Why? Because the society has brought us to be thinking that's the only way to have it. But people have started learning to have better life. People have started to learn, no, this is the way life should be. Let's we share. Take what yours, what another ones. Most people learning for lawyers. Or have a lawyer, have a lawyer, have a lawyer. How long does it go to take in the court to change, to share what is going to be shared? You know?
But like you said, it's marketing. Wait, let me close the cameras. 29 minutes. It's also marketing. You know, those lawyers get paid through those emotional reactions to things. Well, one thing I will say, one thing I do like, one quality I like that I have, and I just can't help myself, that no matter what's happening in my external world, that's a breakup, that's whatever it is, I still have what it takes to get the job done. So if I had put a target for myself to make sure for my business, for what I need to do these 5 things, no matter what happened that day, or usually most cases, drama, chaos, I'm always able to still get the job done and not get distracted. Because, you know, I started thinking about it. Can you imagine people run businesses, they go through something, whether that's their family, their mother, and it could just derail their business because your whole mind just gets swollen in, and your customers don't care about those things. You're letting go of what your competitors are doing. You're not staying sharp. Someone comes in and takes you over.
Yeah, that doesn't work. That's how some business, because you remember
Some guy, his wife cheated on him, or the mother did this, and this. It takes someone. Even I met someone, their father died. They were running a business, law firm, the father died. It took them, close down the business, let's go get a job. So, and it's life.
yes, and that's how it is. And when you go through a lot, and you realize everybody has gone through the same, no one knows when each one can go through. You remember in life, you can't know what you go to face. So for what I faced, which hurt me, and always I keep talking about, it's when I can't control my favorite son, Emmanuel. It hurts you because that is what you thought everything's going to be good. But later you realize, no, it's part of life. You have to do things there because your goal is to say, oh, I want my kids to be like this. You put restriction on it, but God can change that anytime.
Does it, like, let's say all of these monumental birthday parties, you know, your wife, your son, and for you not to have your youngest child there, you know, due to not being able to control him, how did that make you feel?
Yes, that is life.
When you're with family,
Yes,
you're with
yes,
other, and you want
yes.
like you want to be making these trips. You're going to Masai Mara, and you want your youngest son to be there to see the lions, or you know, like like when you're in the trip, do you just, okay, I'm just here, let me focus on being present in the moment? Do you think about your son?
No,
What does your mind go
I
through?
don't think about my son.
No.
You know, see that the story is there. He had to go to see. I missed this time. Yeah, so he missed this time. So he's going to come his time now. So everything had to become in his time. Yeah, there's nothing's missing. You miss on this story in this photo. So this is the story we're going to talk about. So when you learn this mind, life made easier because everything is a story. Your life is a memory.
You know what's crazy? I will be 100% transparent. I was telling the boys the story of what happened with us and the police coming here, the SWAT. And what I realized was, holy crap, I was going through it and it's a nightmare.
But now when I'm describing it, it's a story that's making people entertained. They're like, wow, like that happened to you, like you were part of that, like, and it's like they even give you respect in a way. And then I realized in that moment, I said, oh, holy crap, everything we're going through, that thing that happened to my brother, at the moment I'm missing a business meeting, I'm panicking. But if I look back later on, I'm using it as a badge. It's actually makes me cool because I'm telling a story. My cousins are laughing because it's like a movie. They see those things in the movies, but it happened to me in real life. So how something like is people can see as a negative this in the community, but we tell that on a podcast, and that's something that goes viral. People can be like, "Wow, you went through that," and that weakness or what people, oh, I'm cursed or this is happening to my child, becomes a strength that changes your life.
Yeah, but how it can't change your life because so it is a story. Yeah. So the story it doesn't change anything there. So what is your story? You got to say your story. What is this other story? This is my story. What is other story? See, what you go through is a story. When you go through it, sometimes you don't even feeling it. But people who listen it, they are feeling sorry because they can understand how we went through. We went through wars, we went through all those things there. But when you're passing it, you don't think there, you don't think much. But when you tell somebody a story, you think, oh, how are you feeling? I feel sorry for you. No, because that was their thought. But when the action is there, is not the same.
But and that's exactly what I'm saying. When I go through a situation like that and I'm thinking, oh, my brother is going through this, but later on, that's a story, and people connect with stories. Marketing is all about storytelling. The reason why this show, what we're doing here, is going to take over the globe and we'll continue to get that consistent routine because I realized it. I looked back on our old videos during the podcast. The reason why it's entertaining is because we're telling stories. Look at all of our old conversations. There's a story that we say, but we don't even know it. So just even going back to that, something like a parent might feel this is a weakness for me. My child is going through prison. The worst thing, especially Africans, in which we can go on to talk about, who we often live in a community, for you to have your son in jail, what other people will think, it's a nightmare. That's a curse in an African, for example, tradition. But
But you see, it's you. What other people say, how do you take it?
That's what.
So it's a problem with you, not them.
No, but what I was going on to go and say, how that what that so-called weakness is with your child is a story for you to tell. And like, for example, as a mother, you can even create a business out of the relief that parents go through. You can go and make money of that can go and change your life. That's a story that you can use that is so-called a bad thing, but you can use that as a positive thing because people connect with stories. If you use stories, you win. That means no matter what experience you've gone through, you may think you have a boring life, but when you tell the stories of your life, people get entertained. And that's what's happening with our family. Dating stories. I was watching dating stories with mom and dad, and guys, a lot of these stories, some of them, dad revealed some things in dating stories I didn't know. But a lot of the stories I've already known. I used to come and sit down with my mom and dad, and they used to tell me their stories. Mom would tell me their stories, how she met dad. I already knew them, and I was watching it. It's crazy. I knew this because I asked you about it. You told me you dated a Muslim man, and so it was stories, and that's why our family's taking off. So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, and that's how life is there, and there's no bad story. Story is a story, and again, it's how the audience is going to take it, and also how even you feel to express yourself. Most people they don't want to express their stories. Most people they want to keep private, so it's a different mindset, it's a different thinking to say that. People ask me, why do you keep saying your story? Why do you need to put on social media? Why do you need to tell people what you're doing? Why do you need to tell people what you're eating? See, if people have different minds, they wonder why you're doing this. But if your mind is telling you, stayed. It doesn't, anything you do, it doesn't change your journey. Your journey is one way. Everybody is one way. And your journey is going to be a memory. See, when you go, everything becomes story. You become memory. You become this photo. Oh, look what you've been doing this, what you've been doing this. Somebody may pass away for somebody. Maybe these people, they have never seen him for 6 months or a year. But because they hear somebody pass away, and they have never seen him, they have never any, maybe because of busy, but it's going to be affected with what happened to that person. That should be not the case. But again, always there are people who have weak mind and there are people who have strong mind. Always people who have weak mind, always they go to suffer all those things happening. Yes, you have to learn to change your mind, to be stronger, to be able to cope what happening to this world. What happened to this world 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 400 years ago is still the same. The world is already done. The good and evil we go through, they are here.
There's nothing that
There's no
worse than
spiritual has
someone else.
happened. There's no anything has come happening to it now. None. What we went through, all our great parents went through it every single day.
Let me ask you, why for example, like in African, we always have this thing, there's curses. Like for example, if your mother doesn't accept your relationship, that's like a curse. There's a curse if your mother doesn't do this, right? We have a lot of those words in our community. But in the white community, I remember never growing up, I never heard a white person say a curse.
They do have curse. So when you say curse, it's misusing your mind. So when you misuse your mind as a curse, so what happened? There's something is going to distract you. Yes. So when your parents tell you something and you refuse to do it, so that what they put in your mind is going to distract you what you are doing in your life. If you allow that distraction continue to be in your mind, so you become your curse because you can't perform anything you have. An issue of your relationship, you say, oh, mom told me this. Anything there you do, somebody told me this. So that's where the curse comes. So now you have to learn, no, this is my life. How do you want to continue to work on it? You work on it with your mother first. You have to connect with your mother first. Yes. See, every relationship have to continue to work together. People, why do you think I'm going to fight with my mother or my brothers, my parents until the end?
So how do you connect with them?
Yes, it's through communication. Keep talking to them. Keep guiding with them. Keep talking to them. What is her issue with them?
But what do you talk to them about?
Yes, we get angry. You don't need to talk to them about what you're having there. Talk to them what is your relationship with them in daily. Don't get angry because your mom told you this. Why do you get angry with her? She told you what her thought is. That's it. Do you need to get angry with her? Do you know to be rude on her? That is what will bring the curse. You are liking her, you are loving her, you are giving her the gift, but because she told you that, you don't want to give her gift anymore. Because she told you that, you don't want to talk to her anymore. Because she told you that when she calls you, you hang up. See, those the curse you are bringing to yourself, not to your mother giving you curse. So that's what people don't know. Curse is nothing. Curse not somebody give it to you. No, it's misusing your mind. You change your behavior toward the person you love. That is the issue. Don't change the behavior of the person you love. Keep loving her. no matter the opposition she has about you, about your relationship. Keep with your relationship, but listen to her. Keep friends with her. Keep having a relation with her. Keep going out together with her. Keep having working things together with her. Yes. So that is what called curse. Because the curse, somebody tells you some things, is what will go to happen and change your relationship with your mother. I will not call my mother again. Why? Why do you even put that in your mind? See, that curse you bring to yourself.
And when you said that's the curse you bring to yourself, that's the misuse of your mind you bring to yourself.
Yes. Curse, you don't think something there is going to come in heaven, like, no. It's you misuse your mind. You're distracted. You can't do the job. You can't be thinking that. You want to borrow money with your mom. Oh, she can't. And you refuse. And maybe that money you can't get it, you start getting something else. And you could have gone to her, she could have given you, and you continue. You start feeling guilty. You start feeling uncomfortable to go to touch your parents. That is what you have to change. That is how change you have to have. Yes. Keep relationship with your mother. Keep relationship with your girlfriend.
Fiance.
Yes, whenever you can call it. But your mother relationship has to be there. So you can't come your mom's birthday. Why? That misuse your mind. That is the curse you bring to yourself. You see, those simple example. So just go through it, and then you know what it is, and then you know, you are right. I can't do this. I can't do it completely. Yes. You can't stop a relationship with your mother. That also means, so the curse become when you stop, when you can't call her, when you can't take her there, when you can't know her birthday, you used to give her a gift, now you stop. When you can't do things there, no matter what she can do, yeah, the relationship has to continue. Yes. So we can now, there will be no more curse, there will be no more issue there because the relationship is continuing. And you work out there, you continue to communicate, you continue to work out, and things change. People, they fail because say, no, I don't need anything from her. No, you need some things from her. It's the same, the other word they try to use also most African. There's a curse and there's, what else? Witchcraft. So all those is misuse the minds.
Witchcraft together.
Yes. When you misuse your minds, you see witchcraft. You see it in your mind straight away. You see lion, you see evil, you see many things with frames, you see dragons, you see things, many things in there. And you don't see it physically. Witchcraft and curse, you can't see them physically. You can't.
But why are those such big? Why are they such big words? Because I haven't heard a white person to say witchcraft.
Yes, it's poor mind. So when you use poor mind, it's what you get. And that's why people, they think they go to church, the church can pray for them and then they can use them. That is why all those pastors put people's hand, they fell down, and when they're acting like that, so that is the poverty of mind. Religion has put it on African children. It's so sad, but it's how it is. Does it stop life, move on? No. People keep failing the church every single day. Those kids who fail in the church, that is their life. Yes, that's how they perform their life. Every Sunday they wait the pastor to put their hands there so they can bring audience, they can entertain audience.
Did you see like was there something like a new pope was in something? I saw something.
Yeah, maybe it's got to be a new one.
Yeah, apparently there's a new pope. So is Pope like, do they talk
Is he
to
African?
government? No. Pope.
They were said they were going to be voting an African one.
And African guys do put. I don't know. That'd be crazy. But do they talk to governments and stuff like that?
The government is own. Vatican is a government its own. It has its own country.
The Vatican. They have their own government.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah. It's Italy has his own government.
So they can tell they move and they move in security. They move like a government, like he's the president. Man. So all those. Wow.
Yes, really powerful institution. Really powerful institution.
So all the
Really powerful, very organized institution.
all the income that comes to the that all comes now to the Pope.
The whole asset run by Vatican.
All the assets, buildings,
It's
schools.
an institution where it's really set up. If the CEO is the most powerful CEO in the world is Pope. Yeah. Is the most powerful CEO in the world. What does he sell? What does the Pope sell?
Faith
Faith. It's the most,
or hope.
yes, the same faith. That is the most powerful product. You don't have a product. You don't have factories. Just have people's mind. Because that is all the world is. To be rich is the people of mind. You have millions of minds giving you money. You got to be rich, working for you. The military, they support you. They got to be fighting for you.
Crazy.
Crazy. It's not crazy. That is what we call leadership. It's a leadership. It's a system working. That's why it doesn't change. It can't change. That's why they're struggling to change. That they maybe think every mind is going to be attacked. See, that's how it works. So why do you think Catholic, the Church of England came? Because all they were Catholic. But the British said, no, we can't continue to follow these people. They bring the Church of England. That's how the division churches came. See, Catholic, they're more Europeans. French, Italian, Spanish. See, now the English came out. So they start the Church of England. They start their own. That's where the vision came. So American also came in. They put 7 Baptists. They think that. So that's how the division came in. Before there were only 2, Islam and Christian, Catholic. So that's why they fight. Each they fight to rule other ones. And you can see Christianity is more power commercial, marketing. Islam is more about nature. Poor nature. You don't need a fork to eat. You use your hands. You don't need to use toilet paper. The cleaner things to wash your hands. But people think you go wash your hands is dirty than to use the toilet paper because the market said that. So. But we know where you use water, you clean. It's much easier. See, and that's how when you see all those Christians or Jesus and Muhammad, it's in the mind. You're going to go see it well. Jesus is going to say in mind. What does Jesus tell Christians? This and this. What does Muhammad tell Christians? This. Oh, pray 5 times. Do these things. Do these things. No one else is going to see Muhammad. It's what the action they have put it in your mind. Their belief of Muhammad. They believe of Jesus. Christianity is something like that. And that's what it is there. Somebody wearing that thing there, he feels how he feel comfortable. Because that's the beliefs there. Somebody's thing there. But at the end of the day, the journey is one. That's how you have to know.
Even on dating stories, that shows though, someone said, "I like how," they said commented, they like how you didn't take Christian rhetoric in marriage. Someone commented on the video, so I could see. Actually, we got to repost that video. I was thinking just some strategy. I said, "Oh, we need to repurpose that one and put it on socials."
What did I say
Where
there?
you talked about like you kind of you were saying something was with Christianity and marriage on dating stories. You were
Yes,
just saying,
I
you're like
was-
that's Christianity,
Yes,
and then-
yes, yes.
and even she was, and so people reacted to that. They're like, "Wow, we love his refreshing." Someone said, "I love his refreshing perspective. He wasn't just going through the Christian rhetoric. He was again,
Yes,
it was powerful."
Yeah, I think there's the one I say we can't measure. We are measuring our marriage thing there through what the church has told us, but it's not true. You see, yes, so those kind of thinking there, because that is why most young people suffered because they got to measure what the church has said. And the church is the thought of people. Yeah, maybe that could be good to.
And that's a sign for you to keep it. That's a sign for you to keep going on those topics, because even though it may be controversial, there's people who agree with it. And actually, the more controversial it is, as a marketing person, I know marketing is also controversy. So sometimes I like when people disagree with me. I like being, if 100 people are here, I like standing on this opinion, because then people get mad, and when people get mad, that's marketing. So it's keep going, because it's going to take you very, very far, because it's true. And the fact that you're vocal about it, you're brave to speak about it, even someone in a Christian show, but it also makes people think and say, "Oh wow,
Yes,
it's a different perspective." It
Yes.
challenges people.
Yes, awareness.
It's powerful. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We have more content that's coming, and we will vow to be consistent with dropping these stories with father and son. And in me just sitting here, the fact that as I continue on my journey and learning about marketing and learning about capturing attention as the CEO of this company, is if we continue to just tell stories, we will always win. If we continue to tell stories for our clients, we'll always win. When we look at some of the marketing material we create for our clients and they message me and they're happy and they're excited and we're getting them results, the content is storytelling. There's a story in there that someone else can learn, that has an effect, and it's all about service. Again, at the end of the day, I could be going through hell, guys, but I know I have to serve my customers, because my dad told me, remember, serve your customers. No matter, at the end of the day, we serve, but we serve doing that through the power of telling stories. So I
Yes.
hope you guys enjoy.
But again, you have to stop, go through those things there. You stop it through your mind.
Wait, what?
Yes. To stop to go through any issue. Yes. Yes. That is the key.
Mhm.
The successful people, they don't have issues. Yes. If they have issues, they have to be coached to deal with issues. You're not going to be successful when you have issues. With your mother, with your brother, with your sister, those are the first things you have to stop. That's first your goal. First, your goal is going to be, I don't have an issue with my family first. I teach you today, misusing your mind is the worst thing to do. Witchcraft doesn't exist anywhere else, it's in your mind. Curses doesn't exist anywhere, it's your mind. Have relationship with your mother 100%. Before you do anything else, be with your father, your brother, and then your client. What else do you need? Yourself. Love yourself. Look after yourself. Present yourself. Look your health. Are you healthy? Are you mental okay? And You look at yourself. Am I presented well? Yes. There you go. Before you leave, mom, dad, see you. Have a nice day. Call your client. Hi, how are you? Be positive with those people. Your life is going to be easy. The audience also will go to come. Your mind, if you're not feeling good, people will see on the camera. Don't mind doesn't lie. The people of eyes, they can see your behavior is not right, is not straight. Even yourself, you don't feel that comfortable. You feel that resentfulness in your mind because of that thinking. You have to be clear, even though you say, oh, I can still work, but the performance is not going to be the same. You can be still there for computer, but where's your mind? Tell you what man did think that instead to remove that. Before this situation wasn't there, your mind, your computer, your work, it was straight away on work. You don't feel anything else. The same if you are people's man, it's hard to concentrate on working. Yes, it keep coming there. So it's good we here, we can talk in front of the camera. Change it fast. Your relationship with mother, your family, and your client, and your girlfriend. You have to be thinking. You bring other people into your life. Accept them. Tolerate their behavior. Accept them. And then work on it, and then move forward.
Thanks. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Dad.
Cheers.
Thumbnails. I'll get some photos. And,
What time? What time?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, let me see mom what time should go to work.
Hey, Felista. I just finished a podcast with Dad. Naomi told me 8 p.m. So at 8 p.m, that's why I texted you and said, hey, are you available? Because I told my dad, no, Dad, we'll record at 8:30 because I have a meeting with Felista. But because I didn't get a response and there was no one there, then I recorded with my dad. But now I just got a message that Naomi made a mistake and it was supposed to be 9 p.m. and 9 p.m. I was recording with Dad. So if you're still around, 10:15 p.m., which is in about 25 minutes, I'm just packing up and all this stuff here, this equipment, and I'll be ready to take a meeting. If that can't do, we can do it in the morning because we have a team meeting and we have a big announcement, which powerful things are happening. So see you soon.
Yeah, but I think that thing they didn't put in my program.
What?
About Christianity.
They did. Me, I was watching. I was watching. I said yes. said, wow, he's doing it on the big stage. I was gonna repost it, but I'm just so busy. I need someone to help me get some of those clips, because those clips, you see, that's what happens when you get on a platform like that. You can use content from there. You see, they're not gonna do it, but we can go in and we can have a whole team go and produce 10 to 50. There's a clip there. You said I screen recorded on my phone. You said about Christianity. You said yeah, it was good. It was good. I just said, wow, this is good, man. And then someone commented and said, wow, I love how he's not just going by those Christian rhetorics. People were commenting and said, oh, wow. And then shared moments of justice. I don't know if you spoke on that.
Yes, I spoke a lot.
Even me.
So I want to make him with one. I can do it when I'm here.
Have you told Naomi?
Not yet.
Tell her that I did, and she'll organize. She'll do it for you. She'll email. She has his email. She use the assistant. Even I'll need her email.
But we have to make it fast here as a studio.
Nicely.
So now when I talk, I can see it
Nice.
there playing.
Cool. Can you do a video of me?
Like the first thing we got to get rid of this, right? Take a lot of space, and they could see they had ones like, those ones like very small. We had to look.
Maybe I'm thinking from like here. Yeah. Maybe you can get the cameras and then come to me. Okay. All right, guys. Again, we just recorded another podcast, and that goes to show you we are here all the time. No matter at the biggest heights of our success, we'll still be doing the same thing, which is recording, knowing that this is about a mission and a vision. No matter success, no success, we do the same thing every single day. And that's the difference between the winners and the losers. Cool. Back on.
Can I go to bed?
Not now, but soon.
Yeah, I can record maybe something.
Also, you need which camera?
You want the SD card? I can use this one.
Just so I can see. Like this one, I can see if I can put it in Dropbox. Give it to an editor straight away. It'll have to leave overnight.
You want the card? So did you end this? Yeah.
Oh, I'll leave the light. Huh? Sorry?
It's not now. If you want to do something,
Oh, okay, cool.